It's one thing to enjoy watching your kids play. It's another watching them enjoy what you build and play. Hi, my name is Rahim and welcome to RV Woodworks. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these dice. Now these aren't just any ordinary yard dice. Their pips are actually Canadian pennies. That's enough talking. Let's roll that intro and let's get right into it. To my surprise, I received a legal notice from my wife's attorney about the number of cutoffs I had placed in this little crevice in my workshop. So I decided to take 4 of those cutoffs, being 2x4s, and use them to make the dice. After flipping these boards multiple times, I finally found the gray match I liked. And then I used my secret glue applicator, my finger, to apply the glue all over the boards and clamp them down, and patiently waited for the glue to dry so I could continue building the dice. Now I'll be the first to admit, I use a bit too much glue at times, but more glue means better bonding, no? I know that's not true, but I tell myself that to make myself happy. With the magic of YouTube, instant glue drying. Look at that. Off to the planer to ensure that each side of the board is exactly the same dimensions. Obviously, a die is not a rectangle, it's a cube. And for some reason, I thought these were claves. Time to break out the table saw. These dice are designed to be 2 3/4 in size, and we'll use the table saw and cross-cut them down the size. First cut is used to clean the edge. With the following cuts, bringing the dice down to 2 3/4 inch each. The 16th inch extra that you see, that will go away when I sand. Satisfying crosscut with full audio incoming. Now I know what you're thinking. In the beginning of the video, you only saw 2 dice, but I'm making a bunch of cubes. Well, the goal here was to find the 2 best blocks and use them, because I only had 50 Canadian pennies. Therefore, even though I didn't need that many blocks, I still sanded all of them. I don't know what I was thinking. Once I selected the 2 blocks that I thought were the best, I went ahead and started marking where the holes were going to go for the pennies. Wondering why I only have 50 Canadian pennies? Well, these pennies aren't as easy to come by anymore. Since back in March of 2012, the federal finance minister in Canada announced that the budget for his government had decided to phase out the smallest denomination of the Canadian currency, which was the poor penny. And therefore, as of February 4, 2013, the Royal Canadian Mint stopped distributing the copper-colored penny. Now these pennies are 3/4 of an inch in diameter. And fortunately, the Forstner bit that I had was also 3/4 of an inch. So it was as simple as setting a depth stop on my drill press and going at it with the 42 holes that I needed in the 2 cubes. Now you saw me punching holes in the cubes earlier, and if you look closely on the Forstner bit, you'll see the tip is actually like a regular drill, which goes into the punched holes and makes this job fairly easy. My son got in on the action as well. Well, truth be told, he's gonna play with the dice anyway, might as well help me make it. And lo and behold, he actually enjoyed it as well. At this point, all the corners and edges were pretty sharp. So a quick run at the oscillating belt sander gave it a chamfer edge and smooth to the touch. And then it was sanding, and a bit more sanding. And just a reminder, if you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. And if that wasn't enough, I'll get quiet and let the real boss talk here.
Welcome to RV Woodworks. Today we are going to be cleaning pennies with vinegar and salt.
Why vinegar and salt, you may ask? Sure. The combination of the acetic acid and the sodium chloride will etch off the copper oxides and sulfides to give you the original copper underneath. It's the best way to clean pennies. Just make sure that salt dissolves in the vinegar or else it's not going to do any good. But look at this, just like a real boss. Passed it right down to me. Delegation, she's learned early. Boy, those pennies look nice and shiny. And so does she. Here she is again.
Now these pennies are nice and shiny. Make sure to hit the bell button and smash the subscribe button.
Hey, I know what you're thinking. I didn't ask her to say that. She wanted to. But you should listen to her. I do. Alright, at the final stretch of getting these dice ready. Now I just used a little CA glue and an activator, and I just punched in the pennies. Now you wouldn't believe this, but all pennies are not the same size. I noticed that some of the years actually were edged a little bit differently, so I had to use a little persuasion to get them in. But in the end of the day, we got her done. And there enters the last penny, and I call this project complete. Take a look, leave a comment below, and let me know what you think.
Snake eyes! I'm sure you'll agree that this is a pretty approachable project and a fun one for the kids as well. Honestly, I had to hide these and take them away for a couple of minutes to show you guys on the YouTube video, but hope you enjoyed the build. We'll see you guys in the next one.